Kia ora.
Kia ora.
Welcome to NOIS.
NOIS.
No one is safe.
And no topic is safe.
We just want to say a quick thank you to Tui Medical, our main sponsor. As always, we're super stoked to have Tui Medical on board. So if you need a doctor or urgent care or
we do have many facets to the
or a dentist.
To the business. Yes. I'll start off with a straight up question.
Okay.
To you. So obviously we'll talk about hobbies today.
Hobbies, yes.
And I want just to launch off with, do you feel that there are hobbies that, could make one attractive? Do you find that there's hobbies that could elevate or make somebody look cuter to you? What hobby would that be?
I think any hobby that involves good health.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So like sporty, active.
If they're not too over the top, like
I'm living in the gym every day.
Yeah. But just something, if they find that one of their pastimes is doing something
like hiking.
Healthy. Oh, look, hiking.
I love when you say that. Oh, look here. Okay, because I know you're really gonna get into it.
Go them. If they are into hiking, I might come on a small walk with them, but not a large hike.
This is going to be a weird one because I think for me, what a hobby that I think would be attractive, something with guns, like if they're like shooting.
Oh, okay.
Like there's just something very powerful about it. Like you can work a firearm.
So not like a murderer firearm.
No. Like they go like shooting.
Range.
They can shoot and they just want to I know they're blowing off some steam. So they're obviously doing it there and not on my face. So that's always gonna be I'm just like, oh, I love it. Like I'm like this person obviously knows how to handle whatever stress.
A weapon.
Yeah, and they can handle it. They can protect me.
We've got friends that are into shooting.
Oh, really?
They go to the pistol club and they shoot at.
Oh, which friends are these? Oh.
Alex and Dan.
Oh, you did guys shoot? Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't. Well, they just got
Shout out
Hoana.
to Alex and Dan who have a hobby that includes something that Tonye is interested in.
I am, and I'm not talking about the male weapon. I'm actually talking about this like a physical gun. Oh my god! Do you know how hot it would be? Somebody just shooting a gun. Can you imagine an AK? But yeah, no, cute.
Okay.
Okay. So now that we've gotten that out of the way,
yes.
So we have to go to the flip side of that.
Yeah.
So is there like a weird hobby? Because people are allowed to, first of all, like what they like.
Yeah, like what you like. We're not judging, but we kind of are.
But bit. So what would be a hobby that you would find? It's like where it's just unusual. So is there one that comes to mind that you're like that could also possibly be a red flag?
So I did used to date a guy who collected erasers.
Oh wait, like erasers to erase
like rubbers, like an eraser.
Why? Oh,
that's what he liked.
Oh, like is it because it's the colors of them?
Yeah, the different shapes. You get like the little this is a McDonald's hamburger, but it's actually an eraser.
What is the Did you not have erasers
Maybe
before?
you like the smell of them because they do use them. God forbid you can't use them.
Like collectors,
it was. So it was a little bit of a red flag.
There's something off here. I can't put my finger on it, but there's something I don't like about this your collection. Collect toys.
Had his favorites.
What was it? Collecting like comics.
It's not my thing. Yeah, it's not my thing. But I mean, I wouldn't call it a red flag. Like I wouldn't think I'd be murdered in the middle of the night by someone who collected comics or a box of rubbers.
Like you wouldn't go to bed thinking, oh, I still want to ask about this thing. I just shouldn't know how to go about asking. Like, what is the thing with you're not 10?
It was
like I don't think a 10-year-old would collect erasers.
No, I think some do. I think it's a thing.
Because I did love stationery as a kid.
Yes,
I loved my pencil case matching. I mean, all those kind of things. But I wouldn't make a collection of it.
What about you? Any red flags and weirdest kind of collectors and hobbies?
I will tell you what this for me, I will start. I actually do not care. I am sorry if you are wanting to stuff a dead animal.
Yeah.
And recreate it so it's. First of all, you're going to look.
It gives Dharma.
It's Dharma. I am like because it's like corpses of animals that are dead, and you want to dismember it, and because they try to make it look alive as well. So there's tricks to make the eyes pop, so it's glazed. The whole thing creeps me out.
It's a bit creepy.
There's always says, "Oh, I like taxidermy." I go to the house and I see like there's an owl here, there's a fucking deer head. The thing is looking at me left and right as I'm walking across the road. Absolutely not. They're like, "Oh, I like this." I'm like, no, I might be one of those animals.
Yeah.
You're gonna need a fucking reinforced wall to put me up, but freaked out by that. That would creep me out for sure.
Yeah.
It is weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or am I the only?
No, it's weird.
It is. And it's quite a popular one too.
Yeah, it is popular.
There's so many taxidermists. It's just, what made you want to do this? I know this question came up. I knew exactly what I'm like. If I see it, running for the hills.
Yeah.
Straight away, I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
Actually, dangerous taxidermist.
Nah.
Because hobbies, let's just obviously get a little bit serious-y about it. Because hobbies are important, and we know statistically that they are important, and it's a good part. Actually, they say it was one of the things that balances you in life, that everybody should have one. Do you feel then that what our hobbies are, but do you feel like as we got older, we're doing less hobbies? Because I don't feel like I know a lot of, like, I didn't even know like Dan and Alex were shooting, and I just feel like maybe something they did, but I haven't seen them do it, so they're probably not doing it as often as enough for me to have picked it up. But what do you feel? Do you feel like we're doing less, and why?
I think if you had this same hobby throughout your childhood and your teenage years, and obviously you're very passionate about it, you are going to follow that through to adulthood. I think it's one of those things where life in general does get busy with work and families and friends and socializing and having your downtime and all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, it depends what that passion is. If it's a no deal, like I have to continue on full. I mean, is it healthy? Is it not? It's a personal preference thing, bad or good.
Reason. Yeah, because even now I'm saying this, like it depends on how much, because you know how I like convenience in my life.
Yeah. How
much admin is this hobby?
Yeah.
Because
and that's where I think it can become like an obsession where you actually can't stop.
Yeah.
You have to buy everything.
Because if my hobby is something that I can do in my bedroom, the paraphernalia is there. But if my hobby means I have to go and climb Kilimanjaro and I have to be out there, it means I have to create time to be able to do those things. If my hobby requires a lot of resources, we have to go and buy this and buy that, and then the only person that sells it is fucking, because it's so niche or so weird, or there's just one community in my whole town that does it, then as I get older and less expendable time to do things, it might just fall to the side. So I think maybe that's probably why as we get older that the hobbies, depending on what it is, falls to the background.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be interesting to see how many 70, 80-year-olds are at Armageddon.
But I think that's a big part of why it probably does as we get older. It's not that their hobbies they're real things that need to happen.
Yeah.
Like a hobby is like an extra.
It's not paying your bills.
It's not paying my bills. It's an extra. If I'm able to execute and do my hobby, it means that I have managed everything else. Yeah. It's like the cherry on top. It means that I have linked to everything else is in place.
Unless your hobby is like a mattress actress.
Is that like a porn?
Yeah.
Oh. But then it's like when they say your job is like your...
Yeah, for some of them that's not their main job, right? That's their side job,
but
hustle.
It's also fun.
It's their hobby, it's fun, and they're getting fucking paid for it.
Yeah, which is... wouldn't that be great if your hobby pays off? Brought in some income. But some coins, the little bits and bobs here and there. What would you say your hobby is? Because we have kind of touched on this before outside of the podcast.
Yeah.
What would you say one of your lead hobby, or what would you say if you have? Because you can have a bunch. You don't have to have one, I suppose.
I guess also what defines a hobby not necessarily means that you're doing it every day, every week, every month. And say you'd like to do it more. So an example is making the kawa balm on the side. That I would class that as one of my hobbies. Yes, I don't do it all the time. Would I want to do it more if I had more time? Yes. I used to collect rocks with my ex.
You did, but to be fair, you collected quite
a lot of
gorgeous rocks.
Yeah,
so they were like
totally. And remember at the time when it was his thing,
so
it was never my thing. I was kind of like, "What do you mean? We're going to the river to find some amethyst?" And I'm like,
you came with some gorgeous amethyst rocks, and I'm just like, "Oh my god, did you guys like? Where did you find this?" Like,
So that was a time in my life where I potentially judged someone else's hobby or weird thing that they like doing.
And you find it wasn't actually that bad.
I understand it, and I actually enjoyed it myself, not to the point where I'd carry on doing it now. But in that moment, in that relationship, I was happy to do it.
That. Your partner happy, and it was just something that we could do together.
I think it was a figure out. I remember the first day he took me, and I just, it was nature, so I was not happy. Anyway, like being in the nature, and I was actually shocked that I enjoyed it, so I think it's good to be open and not be so judgmental about people's pastimes.
Yeah.
In our friendship, you've often said to me, "Oh, I wish I had a hobby." I don't have any hobbies, but you actually do.
Because that was the first thing I was like, good to say, and it always bothered me a lot because they always talk about life balances, right? You need work, you need some form of physical activity because it helps to, produce endorphins. It helps for stress. They say you also need a hobby. So those kind of three cornerstones define a healthy human being.
Yeah.
Type thing. So I always be like, oh, I don't know if I have one. I have things that I think I like, but I never knew whether I'd consider them hobbies until you kind of pointed it out to me. And I think obviously because I've never honed in on any of them, I think it's always good to be a creative outlet. Yeah. So I've liked things like obviously fashion. I've liked alterating. Always liked sewing. And I didn't realize that just because I'm not sewing a physical item, I'm always constantly altering. I'm doing every part of sewing that isn't actually using a sewing machine. I'm actually getting this. I have like sewing
kits,
scissors and even it's just funny because when I watch things like Drag Race, all the Drag Race fans, there will be a lot of drag queens on there who would create outfits that they've created this artistic masterpiece of clothing that never went under, and this is a hot glue gun and stuff. And you're like, how did you come up with this look without actually having used a sewing machine? So now I realize,
there's a creativeness to it.
And I've been doing that with all my bits and bobs. I never wear anything off the rack. I'm gonna put a stone in there somewhere, some applique. So it's so cute that you were able to bring that to the forefront from me. Which I would have never thought of as a hobby. So that was a really cute moment.
It was a cute moment.
Is there any hobby that you've maybe seen around that you maybe wished you had or you could do? Is there anything that you've seen people are engaged in that you'd be like, I wish that would be something cute to do. I'd have liked to be able to have been able to do that.
I wish I knew or learned quicker how to invest properly.
Some people do that. Some people find that they get kicks and thrills.
They're doing all these things and they're constantly making money from it. I feel like I've never quite executed it properly.
I mean, because you have been in that world, but you've probably been in that world more professionally, as opposed to it being like a hobby where you could just go in and just play around with the idea and have that artistic leeway to kind of see how we're going to try this and try that. And that would be cute.
That's all I can think of. Like there's nothing really.
I think maybe maybe art. I think maybe painting. I think I'd have liked to be really, really good at, because we're surrounded by so much nature and I definitely appreciate seeing it, and I appreciate a good piece of art. And it would be nice. I feel like it's something that would be good and liberating. Like to just get the oil paints and get a canvas and just create some
ribs out.
Because I always wanted to do like body art, where like you rub yourself in the paint and you just rub your roll into the.
We can do that.
We can. I don't know what it would look like at the end, but it would
smudge. A big pile of fucking
clusters of paint. But yeah, no, some stuff like that, and I just think it's a good way to express yourself. That would be pretty cute. We don't need to like really flog at that horse on it.
Yeah.
So we'll quickly just pop into like a little cute fan
Segmento.
and it's just basically what it is like. It's something you try to quick fire it as much. You don't want to think
So we're
too
both
much.
answering, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So, what would be a hobby you'd like to fake to impress someone?
High rocks.
How long have you had that one locked in?
I wouldn't be able to get away with it though. If I was like, oh yeah, I do high rocks, they'd look at me, and they'd be like, no, you don't.
Yeah. No, but you could be doing it. That's the thing. I just wouldn't be. It reminds me of CrossFit. I'm like, oh my god, here's another one. There's RX something. There's always something.
Gymnastics. Oh my
god.
god.
Maybe cartwheel and just be able to be flexible and when they're out and about, like they could just pop into a handstand. It could be like a cute party trick. Okay, what hobby would you judge? I mean, this is kind of almost going back to the red flag one, but what's the hobby that you would judge?
Do you know what the funny thing is?
What?
I actually wrote collecting weird things, example dead bugs or animals, texted to me.
So at least we're on the same page. We're on the same page. I'm going to say collecting erasers. Because now, I didn't even know that existed.
People collect teaspoons. People collect thimbles.
I can see teaspoons because there's a lot of vintage teaspoons that have been designed. There's a lot of
as they travel, they go around and they buy teaspoons and put them on the wall in a case.
Because I'm sure people would think that by collecting of, fridge magnets is probably weird.
Yeah.
But I think collecting of teaspoons, there's a lot of design and creativity that goes into a teaspoon. But I guess you can say that about an eraser. I guess you can say that about an eraser. So sorry for judging you, but I am fucking judging you. What is a weird hobby that you may try once that you've seen would do?
Jelly wrestling. There's one here. We need
to go and see it. I wouldn't know what to draw. I think I would avoid the genitals to last.
Live drawing it.
Jelly wrestling. So it's like ooh. So it's like mud wrestling but with gel.
Yeah, I don't want to get in the mud. I don't like that.
I think the jelly wrestling would be pretty fun.
Yeah, but I'd only fucking do it once.
Yeah. No, I definitely wouldn't be saying, when is the next jelly wrestling convention? So what's a hobby to you that screams, oh my god, rich person? This is
this one is quite funny for me. So people who collect cars that can't drive.
Yeah. It's just meant to be there and they can't drive it.
They can't drive. Like Cardi B does not have a license. She does not know how to drive.
Why do you have all these cars?
She's got 17 fucking cars.
That's too much money.
It's ridiculous.
Too much. I'm like, girl, collect anything. Can you collect something that you actually use that you know how to add? No, that is definitely
it's
privilege.
Like that's just what do you think?
I think mine would be. I find like one that's a rich person thing is like duck hunting. I don't want to call it pretentious because I don't know if they're actually eating all these ducks. So it's like, it's duck hunting. We're gonna put on our hunting jackets and wear our hunting boots, and it's just very, very elite.
It's
hobby
you say that.
to do.
I do know a duck hunter.
Oh really?
And he's not upper class.
Isn't he?
No.
For some reason that hits my head like. I go duck hunting.
Maybe it's a European thing that you're getting that vibe
from because it would be very, very the upper class go like this duck hunting and they have their greyhounds and it's very and the British. Germans are big. Yeah, Germans are huge in it and they have these like harbor hunting jackets. Like the whole look is actually expensive.
And they drive around their Range Rover.
Yeah, they have the big Land Rover, Range Rover that, the Defender that goes into the bush. It's not for everyone.
Yeah.
It's not, so every time if I thought of a hobby, I'm like, if anybody says I go like duck hunting, it's like,
It's a very short season, so it's not all year round.
You invested all of this, you have all the gear, like, why do you need a specific jacket for it? It's like so expensive. Why do you need these high boots? And why is there a look to go and kill the animal? that's flying. And, do you know what I mean? So there's a whole like ceremony to just go and you can just take the gun and go and shoot the animal. You're going into the. Why do you need specific duck, hunting gear? What's a hobby that you think screams main character energy?
I don't know if it's a hobby, but I thought of this. I think someone who takes a lot of selfies and posts them like constantly, categorized as a hobby.
It's a hobby. But like they're like
it's their
photography
pastime, so they're just constantly taking like selfies.
To try to post.
But posting them too, like everyone takes selfies, but if you're posting
so what if they take you like getting a photographer, like getting a lot of photography of them and posting and getting it, will you fall into the same realm kind of thing, or
possibly I don't know, maybe it's just the selfie thing that annoys me.
Then I can see again I click sort of this thing. I don't know if it's clearly enjoyed. It's something that they can do easily and they just post these things. I think for me, I think like what that gives me anyway, the hobby again. I don't know if I call it like a hobby, but it depends on how it places in your life. Acting.
Acting what?
Like just like going into acting and wanting to be an actor.
At a play.
Yeah.
And be on a TV
I want to be on TV. You want to be, because if you think about everybody who's an actor, what is the top tier, or even if you're on stage, you're doing like a Broadway, everybody wants to be like the lead. When you're applying for the role, it's like, I hope I'm
cast for the lead.
I want to be the lead,
I want to be
I will get what I get. I don't want to be the. So a lot of times, that's for me. That was what will come to mind. Like, anybody who goes into that wants to be seen. You're acting. You don't act. You can act for yourself in your room, but it's not something that is for you. So all of the hobbies are like for you. This is for other people to see you doing something. I would have put there, but that was a cute episode. I quite liked that.
Light and fluffs.
It was nice and fluffy. Obviously, our take is hobbies are important, and you might find hobbies in the weirdest places. Yeah. Everybody's allowed to find something that does make them happy.
Yeah.
And yes, your hobbies might come in weird ways, just healthy.
Yeah.
And it doesn't become an obsession.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. The obsession thing is the scary part.
So just make sure it's it's something that helps to supplement your life as opposed to filling in some kind of weird void, eraser. So we'll just obviously want to thank you guys for tuning in with us today as we discuss, hobbies. It's been a great episode. It's nice and cute.
Yeah,
I love knowing what things that get you to tick, and a bit about one of your very many ex-boyfriends.
yeah. FYI, the eraser guy was not the rocks guy.
Yeah, I know there are two separate events going on.
If you want to reference this episode to any others that are similar, you can check out season 1, episode 7. It was a peeve me off episode. It was quite good.
It was really cute.
Go back and look at some of our older content that the lighting may be a bit off. Don't judge. We'll grow from
we
somewhere.
are getting better.
But thanks again for joining us. We really appreciate you being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yes.
Follow us on our platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube.
And you can always follow all of them.
You can follow all of them. Share, like, do it all. And check us out on Spotify. We're also on Spotify.
Yes, if you don't want to see our faces and hear our voice.
Yeah. Thanks again. We'll see you next time. Ka kite anō.
Bye.
Bye.